name's Hang Lam again, and we are quite late from the agenda, mostly because we restart the meeting late. So the first and foremost recommendation for the VP committee would be to reschedule the meeting program.
For the VP only.
Okay. Now, what is the job of the General Evaluator, especially the second GE, General Evaluator? First of all, to evaluate all the evaluator. And then the other roles who haven't been evaluated yet. So first I will start with 3 evaluators, Mr. Woon Do, Mr. Morris Hodgson, and Ms. Lang An Nguyen. They have all did this. First, they had presented the opinions of the speaker's speech, which was sincere. They conveyed to the audience their sincere opinion, and moreover, the evaluators even gave the evidence from which the evaluators felt good about the speech. So it wasn't whitewash, it wasn't a lie. Evaluators are about inspiring, encouraging, but evaluators are not supposed to lie to the speaker. So evaluators today, they have pointed out the real good point in the speaker's speech and gave evidence, which is really good. Second thing that, actually 2 of the evaluators have done was not only that they gave out the recommendation, but they showed the speaker how to do it. For example, Mr. Woon Do, he pointed out that the speaker, Kate Godwin, had not a strong conclusion. And he also showed the speaker how to have a much better conclusion. And Ms. Lang An Nguyen, did you remember what did she do on stage? Compare. Okay, so she demonstrated a better way for the speaker, which was really good. Now, in the future, I would like to see if the evaluators are able to do, please demonstrate a better way for the speaker so they can actually have a real idea how to improve. One of the special things of one evaluator is Mr. Morris Hodgson. Mr. Morris Hodgson, as always, when he gave out the recommendation for the speakers, those were always encouraging. Right? Yeah. We didn't feel heartbreak. That was the most important thing. Because as human, we all have mistakes. And then somebody goes to the stage, point out your mistake. But how can the evaluator make the speaker understand that mistake and still feel good? I like the way Mr. Morris Hodgson do that. If you can remember the way he recommended the speaker Hương Nguyễn not to use the slang, swearing word too much. We all know that we shouldn't do that. So from the way Mr. Morris Hodgson stated, we understand and we will consider again. I like it. What I would like to see more from the evaluators, from Mr. Woon Do and Mr. Morris Hodgson, in the future, in the evaluation speech, we are likely to have the structure of comment, recommendation, and compliment. So in the recommendation, try not to use the word but, however, or even in the Mr. Morris Hodgson, he usually paused and then he points for improvement. So what I would like to see in the future is for the evaluators to have a smoother presentation, like when you have finished commenting on the speech and you go on continue with what I would like to see the speakers to improve in the future is do this, do that. Just continue like that. Don't pause, don't but, don't have. Ms. Lang An Nguyen, what I would like to see her is if she could actually give some examples of how Mr. Tom Lê had exaggerated in his speech, which would prove her point much better. Now that's it for the evaluators. I would then comment on the role holders. Firstly, the grammarian. I like the way our grammarian today point out all the good things and not just point out, he explains why it is good. And also he provides some of the grammarian structure which the audience can learn from. And what I would like to see for the grammarian is to pay more attention to some little mistake of the grammar. And because the grammarian job is to take care of the grammar, so it will be better, more professional for the grammarian to pay all details for the grammar. And one more thing is, I noticed grammarian today didn't have a report on word of the day. So in the future, I would like to see the grammarian to have a report on how many people have used the word of the day in Dutch. Myself have used quite a lot of time. Encounter. This is the second time the Miss Phương Phan do the job, and that was a very precise and constructive presentation. What I would like to see, she could have controlled the filler words herself. She had 2 R's. Listener, that was very quick, straight to the point, and that helps the audience to focus more on the meeting, which is very important. And what I would like to see is her to control time better, which I probably go over time this time. And last but not least, our TMD, just 30 seconds. She was very energetic. She had a good point to connect all the sections of the meeting, which was one of the very important job of the TMD. And then she also explains every part of the meeting, which is very beneficial for the first time coming. You know what is going on in the meeting. What I would like to see for Toastmaster of the Day, not only Linh Phan, but the future Toastmaster of the Day is, when you invite someone to the stage, control your stance, your voice. Raise your voice when you call out the person's name. For example, next section would be a winner announcement. I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Maurice Townsend and lead the clapping. So one tip for the Toastmaster of the Day in the future is to raise your voice at the end of the welcoming speech and lead the clap for the other speaker. Back to you.
Okay. Thank you for your evaluation.